Going to church ain't bro, come on, bro. Like, seriously, you think I'm finna give my preacher all this money and this nigga pull up in a $300,000 car and I done Uber to the church?
If you gon' pull up then.
Africablack.
I'm beyond the flesh, bro. I'm not scared of none of that, bro. Cause I know better. You feel me? And it's just common sense, dog. It's like the stuff they took, even in the Bible, they put in Romans 13:1-2, they put God created government, and you supposed to obey government, and if you disobey government, that's equivalent to you disobeying God. Who would put that in the Bible? Like, government is really helping us. Government,
it's crazy because it's just being our face so clearly,
bro. When you dealing with, like I say, when you don't have the programs to support these things I'm talking about in your mind, it don't exist.
Right.
You living, but you ain't. You alive, but you ain't living.
Right.
That's how you create a class of people that are just slaves. Slavery is just cheap labor. And people think because we go, okay, they abolished slavery. No, they didn't.
Yeah.
The crazy part is they took slavery from private to public, meaning we can enslave white people now. We can enslave whoever if you go to jail.
Yeah.
Why you think America got the biggest population of jails? Even if they got more people in prison in some countries, people got people. And it's just cheap labor. When you go to prison, you working for McDonald's. You working for Starbucks. We talking 12 cents an hour. It's just cheap labor. It's the same thing. Now, it'd have been something different if they allocated that to struggling businesses. They'll never do that.
Of course not.
You know what I'm saying? Business, bro, when you break it all down, bro, that's one thing. The second thing is to live amongst people who think like that and don't know. That's the second phase. So you as an individual living around this, you got to know how to govern yourself around people that just don't know. You in the world by yourself. So you start to think like people, they just don't know. Like me, how I see stuff now these days, bro, I don't pay attention to them, bro. They're alive, but they're not living. They don't know.
Yeah.
It's just, and I blame the people that educated us from the get. You know what I'm saying? I know where the education system come from. I told them niggas years ago, they talking about the HBCU, like I say, Spelman College is named after Rockefeller's wife,
Right.
Laura Spelman.
Right. I actually seen that video also.
Yeah.
And you were saying how we don't even own our own schools, not even the HBCU schools.
Man, you got people running around, flopping around, doing and no disrespect to the sororities, but again, we always participate in other people's dreams and things. Like if I was like Harley, like they knew the story behind the Harley Davidsons and stuff like that. No disrespect to the black riders. Get your own damn bike. Call it your own thing, bro. It blows my mind, bro, how we can participate in other people's stuff and don't have nothing for ourselves. Everybody make money off of us. If you look at music, every genre, trap rapping. We not rapping like how they rapping. They rapping how we rapping.
Yeah.
So
not even just every genre, period. Yeah. Every
Okay,
genre, period. I'm talking about reggae, hip hop,
Everything.
R&B, country, soul, jazz, country.
Japan, I seen some Japan trap last night.
Yeah.
Sounded good. I don't know what the hell they was saying, but it just shows you. But you can't escape harmony. That's another law. Like, even though they put us out there to be exploited, it basically puts us in the face of other people that want to be like us.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't escape harmony. You know, when you shut one thing down, you make something else stronger. It's gonna always balance across. You get what I'm saying? So that what makes, even though they putting black women out there with the titties and the booties and all that, it make other genre of men want them women.
Right.
They don't want to bring them home,
Right.
but they want to be with them and sleep with them and sing with the men.
Yeah.
So they can't get away from that. It's just like the rap music.
Yeah.
They couldn't stop. White people always been the biggest buyers of rap from day one.
Yeah.
Biggest buyers because it was fascinated by the way we did stuff.
culture.
The culture.
Right.
So that's something they couldn't get away from. Pop said that years ago when he did that song. Now they damn what that song was. Now they give a fuck about us.
Yeah.
That song he said, and he was saying a hero in their children's eyes. Now they give a fuck about us. That's what he was talking about. We became a hero in their children's eyes. Now they give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So when you look at it though, bro, we born in a world, dog, where we had nothing to do with these rules. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no clue of nothing. when you sign a birth certificate, you sign your child over to the Corporation of America. People don't even think the United States of America is a corporation. It's just like McDonald's, Burger King, they gotta have a president. They gotta have a vice president. This brother, swear to God, can't make this up. Can't make this up. But like I say, you don't educate the people you want to dominate.
Yeah. That's real. I had a question, but what you saying and everything you're saying kind of sparked something. And my sister asked me this sometime, I can't even answer her. Everything you saying, I feel like we're the victims of evilness, really, of overall dominance, evilness. But why? Like what? I get the country gotta keep going, but why is it always us? Why is it always us that gotta get the short end of the stick? Why isn't the white people or a different race? Is it? Why is it always us? Every time we get something, like we had a Wall Street, they burn it down. We had another Wall Street, they burn it up. Every time we get a power infrastructure, they tear it down. And every time we even try to unite, like a Malcolm X or Martin Luther King, why is it always us that are victims? Why do we always get the lower end of the stick?
If we, as black people, understand our power, is over for them, right? Meaning, this is what they don't have, the carbon. You can connect to the sun, right? People without this, they get sun poisoning. Not only that, when you speak about Adam and Eve, the Eve gene is the only gene found in black women. This is, you go look this up. Even scientists will tell you everything and everybody comes from black folks. You are God. That's the bottom line. Once you unlock that and you know, it's a wrap. They don't want that to come together. Just the fact that you got melanin. If you got 100 people to sit and vibrate and meditate in the one area, which they done done before, right? You get 100 people to sit in that area. If someone's sick that can walk through that and can just sit in it for over like an hour, you can heal them. Just off the energy and the power that you possess with this. There's so much stuff about you being black, bro, that they didn't tell you that you don't know. It'll blow your mind once you find out. So imagine if we found out that. It's over on a whole nother level. So they have to keep you they wake up every day finding ways to keep you entertained, to keep you, like, football is an entertainment business. This ain't no who can win, this shit been scripted. They just coming out with the script, this, that. It's been scripted. It's like WWF.
And that's how I feel about hip hop now, boy. Like, I look at it and it's just so. Oh boy! I was speaking about the sports. I seen the video and they was putting like microchips in the football. And
I did videos on that.
Yeah, the basketball. To make it seem like to go in certain directions. The glove catches sticks to the to the football or whatever. It's just like
they control it.
This thing's rigged. Yeah, it was rigged. And I remember when I first found out WWE or F back when I watched it was fake. And I was heartbroken because I was really believing like them boys was really getting their ass beat or flipped or dropped or whatever. When I really started watching like YouTube videos about how fake it was, they weren't really I was like, whoa. And that's how I feel about hip hop now, man. It's like
super fake.
I always wonder, and not to put nobody's name out, but even like with rap or hip hop, I always wonder how the hell like these rappers be having so much money, and don't help, not even the place they come from. Like I see rappers with 50 bedroom mansions and 50 million bathrooms and all that in their house, and they come from a place of poverty and they know what's there. It's like you got people sleeping in shelters and under bridges and bridges and all that stuff, and it's just like it just don't make no sense. So I feel like even when you do make it,
get back.
I don't know if it's integrity thing, because I feel like integrity is real. Like you don't have to, you're not obligated to give back, obviously. You don't have to, but like, how is your integrity not beating you up and like, yo, let me help my people?
The thing about it too, man, I look at that two ways, right? First, I'm gonna say this. First way is we're not, like we spoke about earlier, we're not collectivism.
Right.
We're not even set up to work together, right? which is hell. The main thing is trying to take these scrambled signals that these people have from being in these school, going to school,
right,
being indoctrinated, being told this, told that. You trying to come back and fix that.
right.
It's damn near impossible.
Yeah.
You can do it, but you can't. It's a way you have to do it. You have to start small.
Yeah.
You have to take a group of people, teach them, and let them teach, and just keep those who don't want to be in out until it gets so big, which, like you say, every time we come together to do something, they want to sabotage.
Right.
That's why.
Right.
They don't want us to work together, bro. But they'll work together.
But it just seems like from the beginning of time, it's like they just like, damn, can we even get a start almost?
I mean,
at this point, it's just not even fair. Like, yo, since the beginning, like when they say like the first couple of slaves came to this country, like 1600, like 1619, like that. Since the beginning, they just been like unfair. Like we ain't even had a chance to even like.
It's a lie. It's a lie. When they say Christopher Columbus came and discovered, he didn't discover nothing. Niggas was already here.
Yeah.
You feel me? And on top of that, when you look at the Egyptians and some of the hieroglyphics, the ones you saw with the center cut out, that means they don't have no soul. They call it Ba. Those are white people. They don't have a soul. By nature, they'll hire you for 40 years, and when the numbers don't look right, they'll fire you like you never did nothing for them. Black people are more passionate. We have a conscience. We're gonna think. So when you come, like Christopher Columbus wrote in his diary, he said these people, all they do is smile. You know what he said? They're so helpful. They'll make great servants. This is documented, dog. Isn't it just in the blood of them? These are barbarics. This is why they have go to the ground. I have go to the sun. This is the difference. It's in their nature to be that way. So when you speak of light, darkness, devil, and God, who you think the devil is? These people don't care. These people will kill nations of people. These are the type of people crawl on their back, dog, when you go to help them, they turn around and blow your fucking brains out. So you got to understand, dog, it's in their nature. This is what the Egyptians wrote back then. When they got that circle and they like this up, that mean they don't have no soul. You're not. This is what connects you to the soul. When they said this is one leap for man, one giant leap for mankind, who you think mankind is? Who you think the man is? How could you separate that? Man, black, mankind is a kind of a man. So when you break all this down from a psychological standpoint, from a biology standpoint, it shows you, man, these people don't care. These people will, if you look at King of Thrones, bro, that's the best representation of them having sex with their own sister just to remain in power. Bro, it's crazy. You ever seen that King of Thrones?
Nah. I know what you're talking about. I'm familiar with it, but I never actually watched it.
Bro, so what I'm telling you is this. We helped them become civilized. Before then, they wasn't taking showers. They was eating meat. They was barbaric. We taught them how to be civilized. And when we did that, that's when they did what they did to us. They were through us. Having a good heart. But when you born without a heart or spirit, that's just within their nature. They're not here to help us be. Let me tell you something, bro. If you know how the Jewish people operated, bro, it's a Jewish dude named Finkelstein, I think it's called. Finkelstein. Bro, if you see this radio interview, bro, it will blow your top. You can't even hardly find it online. I got it, and I'll send it to you.
Right.
Everybody that posted, their page get messed up. This dude's a very powerful dude. And the interview he gave and the stuff he talked about, the guy who interviewed him asked him, why you coming out with this now? He said, because it don't matter. I can tell y'all what McDonald's meat come from, which I ain't gonna say. I can tell y'all why we created rap music. He said, if you want to even call it music. The man telling you, dog, everything that is happening.
I would definitely appreciate that.
How they did it. Man, if you see this interview, it'll sum up everything we talking about. And this is a very powerful dude, Jewish guy.
I'm familiar with Jewish people and how they function. I used to live in London, and there was a place in London called like North London. It was called what's the place? Stamford Hill. I think it was called Stamford Hill, and it was like an all predominantly Jewish neighborhood community, and it was pretty hood around it. But when you got into Stamford Hill, it was different. All the guys with the clothing and their hats and all that stuff, and it was just like it was untouched.
Facts.
It was like no crime was there. It felt like, I don't know the details, but I just felt like you was in a different place when you was in that place. And once you leave that little territory, then it's back to everything the regular. But when you went there, it's like, yo, they never moving, they never leaving.
Right.
One, they got their own stuff there. They got their own stores. They got their own school, their own church, their own temples, own everything. And it's like, it was untouched. And I didn't even feel like police was stopping people in that little area. I just feel like, of course, that's what we need. I know it's easier said than done, but it's like, they got to figure it out. They got it. And I felt like, and at least in my next question, because it feels like they had their own schools, and if you weren't Jewish or you weren't a part of their, tradition or culture, you ain't going to that school. No. So I wanted to ask Dr. Umar. He has a school that he's been building for some time now, and I like some of the points that Dr. Umar speaks on. I'm not sure the exact details, but he's supposed to be having some kind of school to where it's only for black people. Yeah. If you're not black, you can't go to that school. If you're mixed, which is crazy, but you can't go. If you got a white parent or
can't go.
You can't go. What do you think about that? Some might say it's like reverse racism.
See, that's the soul in you saying that.
Right. Some might say.
But listen, see, that's the soul in you saying it. Just to even consider it being that way, you have a soul. You got feelings.
Right.
They don't. Right. They literally telling you, if you ain't this, you ain't in. That's the difference.
Right.
It's okay for us to say, we love everybody. You know what I'm saying? Just the fact that you saying this right now, bro, is a prime example of you even considering it being this way or that way. You have a soul. But when you don't have a soul, you see it one way only.
Right.
And when you know how these things operate, in order to consolidate us all, they have to come up with these qualifications. Qualifications is like being certified from the certifier. I tell you what you can and can't do. I certify you. I give you the certificate. So within that process, if you ain't got this and that, the things I know you don't got, you can't come over here. It ain't by law. It's by qualification. You don't qualify. So I'm gonna put all these booby traps out here for you to go to jail. I'm breaking it down to you, bro. I'm showing you how money redlines us. Money puts you around. Like even credit. People with good credit, they live a different creed. Yeah. You can't be a poor person with good credit. It don't make sense. But people with good credit got good morals. It says a lot about them. Same way with money. When you come from money puts you in a position where you can be around people. Money, you don't got money, you just gonna be where you at. Like they understand redlining. So if you think about it like this, bro, if they were to say, okay, you go to this school, right? It's okay for you to come to this school. If you break down the charter, how they do with them charter schools, bro, it pushes the minority out. You can't come here. I feel where he coming from. If I could do it, and it's only because I don't want to be like that. It's because y'all showing me to be like that. Y'all ain't gonna help us. It's like Pop said, I'm knocking on the door saying, please give me something to eat. They open the door saying no food in here, but you see food everywhere. Yeah. What you gonna do? Keep knocking? Yeah. You're not. So they basically force you to become something you don't want to be. They take you out your natural element. Y'all making me be the way y'all are. These schools are the biggest problem we have, dog. If you understand, like, okay, let's break this down, bro. With the schools, like when they did the women's liberation. Right. This is what they told women, you just as equal as a man. They put this in their head. Rockefeller did that. Rockefeller said out their mouth, they pushed that narrative. They got all the women across the world picking in and, we equal to men. This is when women want to vote, they want to work. So the two reasons they did that was if only the men working and the women are home with the children, they can only tax half the world. Just men. Now that we got the women advocating that they are just as equal as men, now they working, now they voting, now the child is home by himself. So now we can grab a child at a pre-K stage. The earlier we grab the child, the more indoctrination we can indoctrinate him with. Bro, this is a setup, bro, from the get up. It's
a big game.
Now, if you get this, think about it, bro. If you teach a dog to bite and he bite, you can't punish him for that.
Facts.
Now they teach us to be the way we are. If a person teaches you to live your life through their ideologies, you like a This is how you could teach a lion to be a hyena. I'm teaching you how to talk. This ain't how we talk, bro. This ain't how we dress. They teach us to be consolidated as a European. I always say, if you Jamaican, you should go to a Jamaican school. Why we got to come all here, all these people come here, and we all consolidated as a European? They teach you to be like them. They the hyenas. You a lion, bro. How the hell they gonna teach you to not be at your highest vibration, bro? They teaching you this strategically, bro, and you don't even know it. So that means your signal is scrambled from the jump. You was a dead man, bro. It's over with. Think about it. If I teach you that, some people don't come out of that. You know, you got to be a white person from DNA.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I went through the same indoctrination everybody. I just knew something wasn't right. Even when I was a jet, going to church and all, I just knew something ain't right. That's how I always thought. Right. But you got a lot of people, bro, they don't know no better. It's a wrap, bro. You know what I'm saying? So to get our own school, to teach the things we know, because I got kicked out of school, got back in and graduated a year early. I still ain't used my diploma. You feel me? And we old enough to know what work and don't work. Yeah. We need our own schools, bro. Yeah. We need to teach our own people, man. If we got a business, we do exactly what they do, bro. If we get our own school, we get our own businesses. We put our own people under them businesses. You think now? You got buyers and you got makers. We the buyers, they the makers. If ain't nobody to buy nothing, then who gonna buy it? That's why they put these things in front of us and put these influencers in front of us. They know exactly what they're doing, bro. You feel me? Yeah. So that being said, dog, it's a little more complex than that, but we're not where we at for no reason. Right. We're here because of we've been taught to be a buyer, a consumer. You get me? They don't consume nothing. Like you just said, if you, I've had different companies where I go to these people and be like, say if you was in the building with a Chinese person at, you've been there 10 years, they've been there 10 years. You done went over a lot of time about Chinese food. Bro, they'll never come buy nothing from you. Oh, yeah. That's teaching you that I need to spend my money with my people. Right? But that ain't how we are. We so scrambled and so divided. We can't be strong. Yeah. They are strong, bro, because they are together. Yeah. I'm telling you, bro. That's it. So if we start teaching our people, look, man, you get this business, you do this, you do that, you do that, you do that. Don't worry about the other ones. They are already what I call lost souls. Right. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
All you can do is help the ones that actually want
Exactly. That's it, bro.
Yeah. We touched on the schools. Something I definitely wanted to touch on before my finale question is food. Yeah. And just food overall. Food in this country specifically. Because as I told you, I was in out of the country last month. And my mom told me to bring back some watermelon seeds because she wanted to plant watermelons here. Right. Because there's a lot of y'all probably seen a lot of these watermelons they're selling us, whether it be Publix, Walmart, even sometimes the farmer's market, don't have seeds in them. Don't got black seeds in them. And we eating watermelons with no seeds. Grapes too. We eating grapes with no seedless grapes, and it just don't make no sense. And not even just the fruits, the vegetables, the vegan food, which is supposed to be the healthy food, the food in the restaurants, the fast food restaurants, the human we're human consumers and the human garbage disposals and just the poison that we eating and consuming in the food, man. The food, How do we? I mean, we gotta eat food. Exactly. So how do we not eat the poison if this is what they giving us? Like, we gotta eat food. Yeah. The first thing I would say, for them to want to take over all foods, which they pretty much doing, that should show you the severity and the magnitude of the wickedness. No soul. Who in the hell would want to control all foods? First of all, think about that. That'll give you a synopsis of the people you're dealing with. I don't have no question on what they will and won't do, but I know what they will do and capable of doing. Food, bro. They got this vault with all the original seeds in it. Bill Gates is one of the owners of that vault. Right. You can do your research on that vault. Right. What they plan to do with it, I don't know.
GMOs, they finding ways to put the nanotechnology in the food.
Yeah.
So you consuming these nanotechnologies, which basically can control you, you know, through Wi-Fi. You see what I'm saying? Also, if I control your food, I control you.
Yeah.
It's all about control, bro. You know what I'm saying? All about control. And think about this shit. When I grew up, like we talked about earlier or before, like I said, when I grew up, it was trees all around, fruit trees, orange trees. We ate guavas, we ate pears. You know what I'm saying? You don't see that no more.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Yeah.
Why is it that you can't even go to somebody's yard and pick fruit off it and eat it? They want you to go to the store to get this crap. Like I say, the control level that we give them, bro, we pretty much in the position of we can't win. And being like that, through food they can control, and people don't believe this. Through food, right? They got where this the scientist, his name's Tony something, found out with the frogs. I don't know if you saw that. California is the capital of greens, like, you know, salads and all that stuff.
Right.
So the water that was coming off of that produce that was going into the stream was turning the frogs from males to females, even to the point where they can reproduce. So they're telling you, they're putting this thing called Atrazine. It can change your gender, your sexual preference.
Right.
They've been putting that in there for a while. Lined up with the agenda of the rainbow. I told you, it's always, you put the dope on the streets, here come the movies.
Yeah.
Here come the music. We want the women to be independent. Let's make Beyonce do a song about being independent. It's all about control. Yeah. And it flows right into their wave. You feel me? You tell people that, bro, they look at you like you're crazy. But go do your research.
No, definitely.
Call Atrazine. So, and eating that, you know, just eating that, and you can see for yourself, they shoot. You got women that want to be men with full beards. Voice deeper than mine. So come on, bro. They can alter that through food. Yeah. So everything like I told you we spoke about earlier, all the senses, the taste, the smell, the touch, they alter those things, and that's how information gets into your body. Food is one of them. Yeah. We're gonna alter the food. We're gonna alter what you hear. We're gonna alter what you see. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. We're gonna alter, like, even with these goggles, we're gonna alter what you touch. It's just sensation. Yeah. So it's just stimulation. They got people with them goggles, dog, with full-blown images in front of them, touching it, you know, pleasing themselves. This is happening, bro. They are changing the structure of your reality, bro. And these people are caught up in a psychosis. And the psychosis just means when your feelings and emotions have been so impaired, you don't know what's real or fake. Simple.
It's deep.
That's it. So if I'm feeding you everything you eating, I control what you think. I control what you see. I control how you perceive the world. That's crazy, bro. Yeah. Think about that, bro. Think about it. Women think because they booty big, they're gonna get attention. They think this. Who told them to think this, bro? Yeah. And I told you, when you don't control the environment, you don't control the decision making. You get what I'm saying? We don't control the environment. You can't walk in nobody's house to change the AC. You don't control the environment. They do. They put us in these environments, bro, and it all aligns from school, for what we eat, what we see on TV. Why you think it's some movies that came across Hollywood that will liberate us? But they're not gonna put that out.
They don't push them ones.
Hell no. Why would they? Bro, you'll never see a movie where the slaves are white and the slave owners are black. They'll never paint these narratives in your mind to be what they call coup d'etat, where you got the power to overthrow the government. They're not gonna give you the tools, and they're not gonna step down off. Like, come on, bro. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, as long as we're in a world where they control it. You can't even capture rainwater without going to jail. Rainwater, bro.
You say you can't capture?
You can't capture. You got people that live off the grid that captures rainwater for different things. Go to jail. They saying they own the rainwater. So that's why I say people who so religious. If the devil's cheering going out every day, making sure that his plans are, why don't they do it? Yeah. Going to church ain't gonna solve nothing, bro. Going to church ain't gonna, bro, come on, bro. Like, seriously, you think I'm finna give my preacher all this money and this nigga pull up in a $300,000 car and I done Uber to the church? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you can't even become a church owner without them saying you have to teach what they say teach. Like Buddy was saying, they tried to get the church for $1 million. Dude told them what bank to go to. They couldn't get the church because the bank said that churches are so up and down with donations. The bank wouldn't even fund them to get the church. But the special bank that would say, we'll give you $1 million, but you have to teach what we tell you to teach, the theology.
Follow our rubric.
Bro, come on, bro. And churches make, well, I ain't gonna say the black churches, they make money too.
Yeah.
But compared to the white churches, they don't make millions, they don't make billions, they make Googles. Googles. Google the word Google.
They make Googles.
They make Googles.
Yeah.
That's how much money they make. You got to think, bro. The two things you're gonna run through when you're born, like I say, business is your father, religion is your mother. These are two things you're gonna acquire because business was keep the world under control through business. Religion is just a mental, psychological thing that keeps you controlled.
Yeah.
People really think that following a God, and we the only ones that follow God that don't look like us. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And when you speak about the real gods, you know what I'm saying? When you speak about Oshan, you speak about these different African entities, niggas are the main one that don't want to hit it. You talking about African entities that they converted to Marvel characters, cause none of this stuff can be made up.
Yeah.
You can't make up these things, bro. This is indoctrination, bro. That they done took stories from and made characters out of. Superman. These different characters, these come from the African entities. And women have it in them. If you, man, Oshan, bro, if you study these different entities, you can see this in women, like certain, you can see it in them. This is the power they possess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I said, even when you speak of the mitochondrial, it's called mitochondria gene, which is the Eve gene. It's the only gene found in black women. It's the only gene that's found in black women, meaning we mutate all across the board.
Right.
If you take Chinese people, you could put 10 of them in a row. They all look alike. They don't have the Eve gene. They don't have the mitochondrial gene. It proves that everything and everyone comes from black folk. It's called the Eve gene. Look it up.
I did not know that.
Man, it's so much. Like I say, imagine the stuff you don't know. That's the problem. That's the thing. You know,
I listen to what you say a lot, man, and it makes me think, which I think is the most important thing in life. It makes me think. What's some of the people? Give me some names that people you listen to, you watch, even inspire, motivate you. Some names that we could, as people, start to look up to, look at to. Like I look at you. So
Right.
What's some people you look up to?
like I'm gonna say first and foremost. I don't want to say his name, but this is like it was like our big brothers. That's what really brought us into this when we were young, like 13, 14. But him, he know what I'm talking about. Steve Coakley, you know what I'm saying? These are like real OGs. I'm talking about before all this internet stuff. You know what I'm saying? People like that. Dr. Valentine, I like a lot of his stuff. So as I navigated through this, I've learned to take information from anybody. See what I'm saying?
Right.
Once I got into the know, I can learn from a bum if I'm aligned with it.
Right.
People think, oh, that's a bum, he don't know nothing. You put yourself at a disadvantage. He can tell you something that you don't know.
Right.
So I learned to use everything around me to gather information stemming from them first, though. So now I can learn from you. I can learn from whoever. You know what I'm saying? Me coming in talking to the cameraman, I'm learning. Even though it may be on this level, that level, but it puts me in an advantage to gravitate to positive stuff,
Right.
which will put me in positions to be listening to positive stuff. So what I'm saying is once you stay positive, once you got that type of, understanding, it puts me in positions to get this information.
Right.
If I'm negative, it's gonna put me in places to get shot at or places where these niggas doing. So it's just like once you come to that point, you learn from everything and everybody.
Facts.
But these are the ones that and there's a couple of them. I look at Dr. UMAR.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I look at all of them, and I take what I take from it. And we so far behind. The negative stuff that they do may say or stuff I don't agree with, I'm okay with. Long as they on that path. We need anything we can get, bro.
Yeah.
That's how far behind we are.
It's
We don't have.
I look to a few as well. You, of course, you said Dr. Umar. I like some of his material. 19 Keys.
Yeah.
I like some of his material. My guys, Earn Your Leisure.
Yeah.
They talk a lot about finance.
Yeah.
A lot. It's the other guy too with Earn Your Leisure. I forgot his name right now, but all three of them really.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of people I listen to for wisdom, for knowledge,
Right.
just to gain information.
Right.
And we can talk forever about going down the rabbit hole, and it's, my finale, yeah, for real. My finale question, we know the issues, we know the problems.
Right.
What is the solution of us uniting, of us, how far behind we are, of not even of us catching up, but just us being better as a people.
Right.
What are the solutions? What can we do to better ourselves? Because we know they don't teach us what we need to know in school. We know that. But how do we fix it? Because a lot of us don't even...
They don't know that...
understand that we're behind.
It's called silent weapons for quiet wars. Like, these people don't even know they're at war. Just because you got a job making 6 figures, bro, that doesn't mean you're not at war. The thing about it, though, we have to detach. We have to start small with a group of like-minded people and change the whole narrative. You know what I'm saying? So when our babies come up, we don't want them to be a part of that world, period. We could teach them to use that word, but not implement it to the point where it becomes your primary way. That's how they did the Amish people. That's how they're doing the Amish people.
Yeah.
Right now. They converting them from, and they taking the young ones. They even got a show. Right? They got a show out showing the young ones want to escape that life, which only going to influence the younger ones to want to do the same. They want to be a part of the internet, want to be a part of the parties and all that. Amish people live off the land.
Right.
They're like the last ones, they live off the land and they live together. They don't want that. So I think we have to do like the Amish people and detach. You know what I'm saying? Purely detach. Teach our own people how to use this world to accumulate finances and consolidate them. Like, we don't have to have 10-bedroom houses, but if we make enough money, or we can live over here and we doing what we're doing, and we just start small. We all got our own, we got a whole community of like-minded people, and we just growing. Right. But we're using the world to get what we need, because everybody under that spell, they're under the money spell. Yeah. We ain't to that point yet where you can just do things off the border system. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you cut my hair, I cut your grass. We don't have that. We under the belief of money is real. So we'll use the world for what we need it, but we will also educate those starting from here on to say this is what it is. Right. Don't do this, don't do that. Why? Because we know why. We teach them and scare the shit out of that outside of the world. You see this in a lot of movies. Like the maze runners and all that. They teach them like outside the walls is, you don't want to be out there. You don't even know what's out there. Yeah. But we telling you out there is not where you want to be. Right. But just being real, we could change the whole structure of it. But we have to start all over and detach from this world, bro. They have too much influence. Too much, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't raise your child. The internet raising them. The society is raising them. The schools raising them. Right. You the only person that don't have no control over your child, which you don't in America, because once you sign your child over, those aren't your children. That's why they can come take them. You know what I'm saying? They ain't your children. They don't want you to know about sovereignty laws and stuff like that. It's just, this country is built to keep the poor people poor. There's always a dictatorship. I don't care if you watch Walking Dead. There was always a group of people trying to control other people, But these things they put in these movies to keep us thinking that that's how the way it is. It ain't. That ain't. We supposed to all work like God put all this here for us to use. You know what I'm saying? But you got a group of people that figured out a way to not only teach you that, nope, you got to pay. Nope, this, that, nope, this, that, and other. And this is how we control y'all by making y'all think you got to go to work. Making y'all think you should pay for lights. Making y'all think that y'all should pay for the thing God put here on earth for free. Just think about that type of mental prison. Prison ain't always physical, bro. Think about that for one second. God put all this here for free. All these gangster niggas running around shooting each other. Police pull up, yes sir, no sir. That's a conditioning. That's it. That's what I say, dog. You in a prison, dog. You know what I'm saying? You in a psychosis, bro. and they taught you this. I didn't teach you this. The mama didn't teach you this. They taught us this because they had this plan for over, like they say, we planned for Friday and Saturday. They planned for 400 years ago. It's gonna be tough. And going into the extinction of black people. That's what you gotta think of too. 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now, where will we be? We talking, I'm speaking to you on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
What if you didn't exist no more? Like, think about this. Everything comes all the way to one little dot. It's over with. Black people don't even exist no more. This is their plan. You never exist. You a dinosaur. Think about it. They not doing all this. You know, it ain't about the money. They print money. You know?
Yeah.
It's about controlling people to think that, hey, man, this is what y'all think life is while we over here doing what we're doing. We create AI. You know what I'm saying? We create these things to get rid of y'all. We thinking for Saturday, they thinking for the next 400 years. To the point on Earth, wherever we go, we leave this bitch, whatever case, you ain't coming back here. You don't exist no more.
Yeah.
That's a wickedry that's beyond the devil, dog.
Yeah.
Think about it for a minute. And people don't, most of them, they don't care, bro. They got a nice car. They you know what I'm saying? They're not thinking like that.
Yeah.
Man, these families are on a whole nother level. They know more than you. You know, like I tell people, you think you breathing air, bro, come on. Like, it's just, once your mind becomes like that and it expands, bro, you become the universe, bro.
We just immune to it.
We're immune to it.
We're immune to the negativity. We're immune to the way of life.
We are.
I don't think we think there's no other way except for the way that things are already happening and been happening.
Right.
So, you know, it is what it is, man. But look, man, we did this thing different today. The pull up, I want a different type of guy, so we had to do it different, man.
Yeah.
I really appreciate this conversation.
I
really appreciate everything that you stand for.
Right.
And I got much respect for everything you got going on, man.
Appreciate
The guy has a YouTube page, and I watch his YouTube page to gain knowledge religiously at this point. And he makes a lot of great points, a lot of interesting topics he speaks on. And I respect it a whole lot.
Right.
It keeps me going. You know, I just gain a whole bunch of knowledge from it. It's like a university at this point.
Oh, yeah.
The way I'm learning, I learn more from this guy right here than I learned in school, because I ain't gonna lie, I really wasn't too fond of school in the first place, man. So I respect your time,
right,
and I respect what you have going on, man. So double salute one more time.
Right.
Any last words you want to say before we get up out of here?
Man, just
leave us with some words of knowledge before we get up out of here. For the youngsters watching,
yeah,
you know, the YGs looking up to the OGs, man.
Yeah, man. Just stay positive, man.
Facts.
I know y'all hear that a lot, but like, if you young and you don't understand it, one thing that helped me out was a lot of things people told me, I didn't understand it, but I knew all these people weren't telling me this for no reason. That alone helped me, you know, stay in that space. So just stay positive, man. Stay around positive people. Life is an experience, you know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to do what you got one life, bro. Your one only life. Do what you want to do, man. Get around people that'll help you bring it out of you. And like I say, man, everything's an experience. It's a choice. So don't get caught up in the BS, man. And experience life, man. You don't get one life, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
So with that being said, man, just go after what you want, man. Find your purpose, man. Your purpose is gonna align you with the right things and put you around the right people. And it's like people don't know their purpose. Your purpose can be whatever that is. That's what you're gonna put all your focus in. And if it's something you want to do, you'll already be doing it.
Yeah.
So that's just that, man.
For sure. And for me, to the youngsters especially, man, my mom always say the world is bigger than your eyes can see. You feel me? So if you only can see your neighborhood, that's all you can see. That's all you know. So get out and see the world. Don't be afraid to travel. Don't be afraid to learn about new cultures, new religions, new countries, people, all of that. The world is bigger than your eyes can see. Get out and see the world. You feel me? So one more time, to pull up Africablack. I got my brother Papa Duck with me today. I appreciate you one more time, brother.
Yeah.
Let's rock it. Let's do it. Pray and grind. Love.
If you gon' pull up then.
Africa Black.